Hi everyone, welcome to Eternal Realms and welcome to this reading. We are going to take a look at what your guides have made available to you from your Akashic records as indications of what's happening for you in the future, what you need to know through the process, and just overall support, encouragement, guidance, anything that we can pick up. So I'm going to be using charms and some mini tarot letters. We'll get some tarot cards as well, and some oracle energy and some tea leaf energy as well. So we have pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Make sure to choose using your intuition. If you're not quite sure how to engage it, you can watch the video in the ribbon above, and it's also in the description box. Take your time, pause the video. Once you've made your decision, the timestamps for your reading are in the description as well. So whenever you're ready, we'll get started. Hi there, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. We'll get started. I have already shuffled some tea leaf cards for you so we get some hints. But before that, I want to get you some charms and some letters and mini tarot as well. Pile number 1, please. What messages can we get from the Akashic records that are important for them to know? Pile number 1, please. Okay, so we don't have letters coming out for you, but we do have lots of mini tarot. So we have the Lovers, 2 of Pentacles, Strength, and the 5 of Swords. Okay, I'm going to leave this here. And for the charms, we have a corkscrew. We have, actually it's a multi-purpose tool, right? It's a bottle opener, corkscrew. There's like a, 2 types of bottle openers actually, and a Swiss knife type of situation going on there. So it's a multi-purpose tool. We have the key, we have butterfly, and we have a strawberry. So it feels like harvest, and as though you're going to get quite a few resources to help you along the journey that are going to help you kind of find balance in your life, to resolve miscommunications, misunderstandings, or just overall things that you might be wondering, like, why does this happen to me? Why do I have to persist so much, persevere so much? And meanwhile, others can do something very lazy and yet they get the results or rewards that they're looking for. This can even be for some of you related to relationships, and like you want to have a thriving relationship and a personal life, but you have your career is kind of taking up a lot, or you're meeting the wrong kinds of people and you're having to compromise or sacrifice on yourself and your priorities quite a bit. So yeah, there are some changes definitely coming here with the butterfly there. It represents transformation, and I'm feeling beauty in life, aesthetics and comforts and joys as well. There is an innocence that is going to come out here for you, but it's not like naive, okay? Like you are playful, you're childlike and youthful, but you're not, stupid to what the circumstances are, or if someone is trying to manipulate you, you're not going to be like, oh, okay, well, I'll go along with that, right? So you're aware of what's going on around you and you can be smart about it, but you're also leaving yourself open and enjoying the small little things of life. All right, so let's see what you have for your cards. We have Carrot, which represents opportunity or windfall. You have a month, which is May. And we have for you also Claw, which is be careful, do not take risks. Yeah, so resources are going to come. There are opportunities here, but yeah, try not to get like too ahead of yourself. Do your research, learn more, ask the right questions. For example, if you are trying to make some financial decisions or buy a house and you're getting the key for it or something, ask many questions or think about what you've not asked, right? Because people might be hiding information on purpose so that they can get you to invest or purchase or something, and that is going to benefit them. So be careful, do not take risks. It's about like not messing around around and really reading everything, the fine print and all, before you sign something, before you go for an opportunity. Yeah, because on the surface it might sound much better than it actually may be. But regardless of that, you are still getting opportunities. And like I was saying before, resources coming in. You have strawberry, carrot. May is like springtime in many parts of the world, but it's kind of a transition month basically, and that represents change. And it's a vibrant time regardless of which hemisphere you're in. That can be an important month, of course. That's pointing out that you can get a lot of opportunities here, and you can kind of you have to make judgments of which opportunity you want to really go towards. Let's get some tarot cards, get some more specifics for pile number 1, please. What can we know from their Akashic records? What lies in their future? What is important for them to know? First, we have coming out 9 of Wands. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles. There's that opportunity, financial decisions, health, comfort, home, family, investments. Then we have the Four of Swords, again represents restfulness, sleeping well, taking care of yourself. Also represents that home and family idea. Dream states can be quite important for you. You might get some signs and symbols through that, and your guides might be speaking to you through it. Queen of Pentacles can also represent someone important in your life, such as a mother figure or a feminine figure in your life who is very calm and collected, and they give very sane and sound advice. And maybe speaking to them before you take steps in an unknown direction would be wise. It can also be representing your spirit guides, so meditating and calling them and asking them to help you out, show you the way, kind of heighten your intuition. Those things can also help you out. We have the Three of Swords and we have the Ace of Cups. Both of them came together, so I'm going to read them together, which is healing in terms of heart matters, in terms of love and personal life. So if you're feeling as though you're running on an empty cup, like you're not caring for yourself enough so you don't feel connected with anyone else, that means you're healing yourself, you're caring for yourself, and you're pushing past the obstacles like lack of time, lack of energy, all these things, and you're really prioritizing self-care and self-love, which helps you feel much more comfortable in your space, much more secure, and you attract then secure relationships, secure people and partnerships and relationship situations as well. On another level, this can point to resolution and conclusion of a romantic connection. So the lover's energy came before miscommunication. So this can be like something that caused heartbreak that now becomes more loving, accepting, open. Okay, that's why I was getting that there is an innocence and openness, open-heartedness, but you're not naive to things. You know what has hurt you before. You know what you don't want. You know what cannot carry on in an existing connection or a new connection. So you're going with wisdom, going forward with wisdom, but you're not letting that pain continue to plague you. All right. Yeah, even like be careful, do not take risks can be pointing to connections that you suspect might be toxic, but you know there is the attraction or the chemistry, so you're trying to ignore that inner voice. So this is reminding you, do not ignore that inner voice, do not ignore that instinct or intuition, because that is trying to save you here. Okay, that's guiding you to make the smart choices and something that is going to bring you long lasting peace and fulfillment. For those of you who are wondering, can I do something creative, something that I really want to do as my career or financial endeavor? That is likely yes, but I think some things need to be resolved first before you move in that direction. Like some heartbreaks, some insecurities, or certain fears that you have attached to this. For example, people who do something they love, they are not successful in that, or there's no money in doing things that you really love to do. Those are some things, some thoughts that we have that can block us. there are different ways of tackling this. There can also be that you do this, your passion, your hobby, on the side instead of a principal income to start out with, so you can develop a sense of security before you go into it full blown, right? So mentality, mindset, these things needs to be put to rest or brought healing to before you can progress. And this applies to all areas of life. What else? Nine of Wands, it feels like a minor arcana version of the strength energy there. Strength is about persistence and perseverance, knowing when to fight and be in that offense position, and knowing when to take the defense position, and knowing when to not get involved at all, right? So there are 3 different modes that we can do: passive, active, and inactive offense or defense, right? So this is like your life and your circumstances are teaching you when to do that, when to do what, in order to avoid arguments and misunderstandings that you don't need to be a part of, or to even discontinue running struggles and blocks that you have in all types of connections before it starts to ruin that connection, right? For example, a misunderstanding, and then you start arguing about that, and it goes a bit way longer than it needs to, and that becomes more toxic as a connection. So then whatever starts out fine may not end up fine just because of a certain tendency or habit. So those things are being worked through as well through your life. 3 of Swords also points to karma, some heartbreaks that have been happening, or some difficulties and challenges that have been happening are a karmic result. And also I feel like this came out of love. So it's sort of like in a spiritual level, someone is like, I want to experience what it's like so that I can truly feel guilty or truly feel sorry and develop a heightened sense of empathy, right? So then they find someone who is willing to help them learn that lesson, right? So even like difficult situations, chaotic people, and those that create sadness in our lives, they also have a purpose in our lives. That's what I'm picking up, right? So yes, it's karmic, but it's also something that you choose to work through in this particular lifetime, right? So that is being worked through here, that is being resolved here. It seems like in the near future you're going to be over that, and once you're done with it, you're then opening yourself up to a lot more like smooth sailing, nice love life, loving yourself, self-secure, self-sufficient, financially, career-wise, stable, health is looking good, your mental health, physical health, all types are looking very nice, and you feel like you can start living now. Okay, this can even point to like pressures and sorrows of other people that you are taking on. So you might have a lot of empathy and you're surrounded by people, even 2, 3, for empaths, even that much can be really heavy. So they are kind of dumping their sadness and issues on you, and you can't help but feel for them. Even those things can be karmic, or you've chosen to be that empath in that situation to kind of, help them get over some things or take on kind of their load. Otherwise, it may become too much for them, right? But you are coming out of that in a way that things just become a lot more healthy for you in your life. Oh, the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Swords together can point to therapy or counseling. Perhaps you are that, or you're taking sessions, or or you're like meditating and kind of self, hypnotizing and self-counseling basically. What else can we know, please? Messages from the Akashic for pile number 1. Oh, wow. Okay. So we literally have the karma card coming through, and you can see this like iterative version. So it's like the past plays a role in the present, and the present is going to play a role in the future. Everything is mutually related. And yeah, something that is happening now is not without reason. That's basically what that is. And the actions that you take now are also going to have that sort of effect. Not only actions, but your intentions, because sometimes we are in a tough spot because that's just something that needs to be. But how you react in that situation, how you come out of it, what you learn from that is what kind of determines how long this karmic cycle prolongs, and at what point do you start spiraling upwards in that, that positive karma type of thing. Karma itself is a neutral topic, right? Like every action has an equal and opposite reaction, that sort of Newtonian kind of concept. But it also looks at your energy, your intention, and the purity and the innocence with which you are reacting, right? So when someone, for example, comes to this lifetime and decides that, okay, I will be going through heartbreak because I broke someone's heart in a previous life. But then when they come here, they don't remember what happened in the past. So then they might think, why is this happening to me? And as revenge, then they decide to be the heartbreaker again in this lifetime. So in that case, they're kind of aggravating the karma that has already built up, right? So how you react in that position, do you accept, do you take it, or if you need to learn to stand up, and that's why the situations are pressuring you, then are you learning to stand up for yourself? In your case, it seems like learning of distinction. Okay, how can you distinguish between what's good for you, what's not, and how strongly can you stand for that and not keep being tempted by easier opportunities that are now going to help you out because your intuition is telling you so. Okay, it seems that. And also like what to get involved in, what not. So distinction seems to be the point. We have Saraswati here, which is the goddess of knowledge and wisdom and talent as well. She's also the goddess of creativity. Okay, so creativity, self-expression, that is coming in spades. And I feel like you'll have some realizations, and it's like I'm getting like self-respect, self-admiration. It kind of, you're dressing up as if you know your worth. That's the vibe. Like you dress up like you know your worth. You speak like very confidently, eloquently, and people are able to see also that self-secure quality within you, right? Yeah, I'm getting like multi-talented, multi-skilled. Yeah, and it can be that you hold yourself back, or you like sell yourself short. You think, oh no, I can't sing that well, no, I don't cook really that great. I'm not that creative. I feel you do that because you have high expectations of yourself. And so like self-criticism can also can be indicated in the Three of Swords and the Ace of Cups together. So Saraswati is then giving you that confidence that you've done this in the past and now you don't have to do that anymore, because you do have the talent, you do have the skill. Just try it out, put it out there and see what happens. That itself is going to give you all the evidence that you're looking for. And of course things need to be worked on, but I think that's not the challenge here. If you want to do something, you definitely do, you definitely can. I think it's more the mindset that needs to be healed before you move forward. Right? So this is what's happening for you. Everything's kind of balancing out, equalizing, harmonizing, getting more and more healthy. So that's why in May you might see some significant opportunities or steps that you're making in that direction, and the harvest opportunities that I was getting with the carrot and the strawberry. And like I said, the multi-tools, right? Multifunctional tools. That's lots of resources. You're unlocking yourself, and just people coming in, the right timing happening. You might see synchronicities, numbers, butterflies, literally. Many signs can point to you, and you can feel almost like something's about to change, something's about to happen. Okay, and May itself is the 5th month, and 5s point to changes and transformation. All right, so that's what is coming for you in the future. As of right now, that's what you're meant to know. Of course, if you resonated with another pile as well, you can check that out too. Maybe there's a little bit more hint on what else could be coming here. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. Like the video if you liked the reading, and let me know your thoughts. What could this be about? What exactly are you struggling with? If you want to share, you can let me know later when you actually go through it and you find that this reading was actually very accurate. You can let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. That really helps out because yeah, it's a small channel, as you can see, and every subscribe, every like or comment really helps me out, right? So I would be really grateful for that. And share with friends and family. Let them know what you're going through, or maybe they can pick their own pile and, you know, see what's in store for them. I will see you some other time. Take care. Bye. Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. So I have some tea leaf cards shuffled for you over here, but we're gonna first get you some charms and some mini tarot and letters depending on what shows up. While I'm shuffling, feel free to take a guess. Any symbols that you've been drawn to or you're thinking of, maybe a heart or a star, some fruit, lock and key, it could be anything. You can feel free to pause the video and do that. Messages for pile number 2, please, from the AKASHIC record about their future. Yes. Any letters or tarot that you are feeling drawn towards as well? Okay, quite a few, but we'll take them. Okay, so let me know in the comments what you guessed, and let's take a look. We have a lightning, we have flower, we have star, we have Hamsa. So, wishes coming true, abundance, manifestation of desires, healing and protection. The lightning points to sudden awakenings, realizations, breakthroughs, but it can also point to breakdowns of things that are not serving you. Okay, something that has been going on for far too long than it needs to, that is leaving your life. We have the letters Y, U, K, and S. So this could be your first, last, middle name, initials. If your house has a name, could be that initial. Someone significant in your life is also possible. We have the King of Swords and we have the Knight of Cups. King of Swords can point to a guide figure, someone who is kind of strict, a disciplinarian, someone who demands quite a bit, critic too, quite honest and blunt, very direct. This can be one of your spirit guides. It can be someone in your life that acts as a guide. It can be a boss or a father figure. We have the Knight of Cups, which represents benefits and opportunities. Okay, so, and also admirers. You know, someone might have a crush on you. Someone's interested in you and wants to give you compliments or gifts of some sort. Okay, these are some nice hints. Put them here. Let's see what you have for your tea leaf. First, you have with the bow, you are highly thought of. You have boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. And you have bouquet, which is compliments from an admirer. Nice. That's literally the Knight of Cups energy that we were getting right here. Someone giving you flowers, a bouquet, perhaps birthday coming up soon or an anniversary. Apply as it resonates. But yes, it seems like you are a lot more in the public eye and people are noticing you, seeing you, caring about you, all that. Now with the boot here, yeah, it seems like more perseverance is being required of you. I don't know what your goals are, but whatever it is, it seems like a little bit more push and effort is needed from you. So yeah, did you guess any of these letters or symbols? Let me know. What else? Oh, we have 3 B's as well. So B can be an important letter for you as well. B-O. Wow, that's very interesting. B-O. Okay, these two could be important symbols for you as well. Perhaps someone is named Bo in your life. Okay, let's get some tarot cards. File number 2, please, messages from the Akashic about the future that they're needing to know right now. We have the 8 of Cups coming up for you first. Something needs to be let go. Something has run its course. We have the King of Swords coming up again, twice coming up, so that's an important person or influence here. We have the Queen of Swords here too. Okay, lots of critical communication, mentality, strategy, topics. How you communicate your thoughts and ideas are important here. 2 particular guides coming through, both of them very straightforward. One of them a little bit more empathetic and understanding and kind of will listen to you before they make judgments, but the other one is sort of like, no, this is how it is, this is how it goes, and deal with it. You know, that sort of thing. What else can we know? The future is going to become more and more clear to you. Your foresight is increasing as you let go of things that are limiting you. You will find even more clarity and stronger intuition. We have the Knight of Pentacles putting in the work, literally. The Knight of Pentacles is a hard worker, very dedicated and clear about goals, right? In even the King and the Queen of Swords, they have a strong and clear vision. So it is seeming like your journey is bringing you epiphanies, realizations, and you're cutting out cords, people and situations, mentality, and that is leading to a very clear image of what the future looks like. You have the Page of Cups as well. This can again be a soft, romantic, idealistic type of energy, but it also points to easy manifestation of your dreams, because there's that innocence and openness of the heart and the mind. Listen to your soul, listen to your inner voice, but really think it through. You know, it's not just about believing something, you have to also take action, right? That's the Boot as well. And the King and the Queen of Swords are like execute, strategize, plan for it, work on it, with the Knight of Pentacles there, right? And the good things take time, so please be patient as well. Really honestly take a look at yourself, evaluate things of are you doing everything that you can? Are there some more things you could be doing but you haven't yet gotten to it? And this is a reminder or a push, a nudge to start doing that. I'm also getting communication from someone else might come in here. Someone who admires you, sees your work and your effort, and that is like a gift from the universe to you. And that is like the opening that you've needed, right? And you see these circling colors over here in 4 cards out of 5. That's sort of like opening up the portal for you. Okay? So the gift comes in from someone as a reward for the efforts you're making in life, career, however. And yeah, that kind of opens you up for a lot more. All kinds of terrain, like so many mountains, but then there's water as well. With the Boot there could be some travel involved. Travel that opens up your mind, helps you see a different perspective. In terms of a romantic context, it seems like both of you, there is someone interested, and both of you are kind of at par with each other. You challenge each other, you push each other to grow, and you're very honest with one another. And I feel like you kind of pride each other for the way that you can be blunt and honest. Okay, not rude, just very direct and honest. You don't have to always, placate and soften the blow and sweet talk before you say something, right? All these things. So yeah, you're kind of happy with this connection here. Yeah, and I think words of affirmation is something that is a clear love language that's happening for you. And planning dates, like there is an equal feeling of like there are romantic times, but then you can also just sit down and talk about various things. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that's standing out quite a bit. Perhaps you are that zodiac, or someone that you're interested in is that someone who admires you. With the lightning also coming up and the star energy, I would say Aquarius is the strongest zodiac coming through here. Aquarius stands for revelations, friendships, humanitarian efforts, social causes and issues, acquaintances even. So you might meet someone who piques your interest romantically or business-wise in a second or third level connection. So a friend of a friend or a colleague of a colleague or something of that sort. Yeah, it feels like you're starting off as some other type of relationship, but then as you talk to each other, you get to know one another, and then it gets more interesting. If you wanted to go there, of course. Yeah, I feel like your guides are quite vocal with you for some reason. Like they give you certain ideas. So whenever you feel like, oh, I should do that, that sort of vibe, it could very well be your guides kind of opening your mind to help you think of it, or literally giving you the idea because that's what, future you is involved in, and this is the catalyst, basically. Yeah. What else can we know for pile number 2, please? Messages from the Akashic. Chinnamasta and I'm gonna have to look that one up, but I think it's the goddess of destruction. So someone who removes evil from your life and difficulties, obstacles, but you have to really want that out of the purity of heart. You also have karma coming up. Yeah, some cycles and patterns are a result of karma for sure. That's those are things that you're working through, and you're coming out to a new phase, right? So you're working through karma, you're rewriting your stories and all that. That's also pointing towards fatedness. You're fated to work through certain challenges, and to also move past them. You're fated to encounter certain people and situations here at a certain timing. Perhaps that's why the guides are also very active here for you, because they need you to be in the right place at the right time. And so they will show you signs and symbols. They will send you dreams and feelings to get you aligned. I also feel like timing is important in your life, and so strategy and timing are the two important lessons of your life, and kind of acting on that. So take action by using, your intelligence, basically. Okay. But I'll take a look at the book anyway, see if some other things pop out. Yeah, you like destroying things that stop you, and therefore you kind of transcend yourself. Yeah, transformation, turning passion into spiritual energy. If you've lost your head in the pursuit of helping others and it has left you confused, empty, and numb, then it's time to set boundaries and remember who you truly are. Yeah, the Queen and the King of Swords also are like, they're able to say no. People pleasing is not their thing. And so, yeah, if that's something that you struggle with as well, that's something you're working through, and you will get there. And I say working through, it's not like maybe you will work through it, maybe you'll not. No, you will, because that's kind of the karma, that's the lesson and the fate. And as you do so, you can be very smart about where you spend your energy and where you don't, like what you say yes to and what you don't say yes to. And so you can like clear out a lot of debris from your life, like connections who you know are fake, and you know, places that you're not even interested in, or hobbies you're not connecting with, right? You can move those out of your life as you think about what truly makes you happy, or what is truly fulfilling you and growing you, right? Especially like when you feel like you want to say no, but you don't want to say no just to make other people happy, right? Those types of reasonings are meant to leave your life, and so you're left with feeling more empowered. Okay. I did not do the astro dice for the first pile, I think, but I really want to do it for you, so let's see. We have the 6th house, which represents routine, health, lifestyle, career. We have like your daily work, not career path, but the work that you do every day. We have Jupiter and Capricorn as well. That's ambition, determination, pushing yourself, persevering, and you're protected through your efforts, so that it seems like it's decided that you will succeed at what you put your mind to, but you have to put your effort and your focus into that, and not let others steal your energy, basically. Okay, so you have to be distinguishing. Did you guess any of these messages? Maybe some of these things are already stuff that you have a feeling that you need to work on, or something that the guides are telling you. Do you see that also, like with the Queen and the King of Swords, it's like, I just know, I just have a feeling, you know, these things are quite strong too. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts in the comments, and also what could this be about for you specifically. Very curious to know. Like the video if you liked this reading and it resonated with you or helped you out, it was kind of, you know, supportive. Subscribe to the channel if, again, the messages resonated or you find it intriguing. There's lots of videos on my channel. You can check them out, all kinds, you know, career, finance, love, spirituality, whatever. So you can check those out. And of course, it's a small channel, so it really goes a long way if you could, you know, subscribe. That goes really long way, and I appreciate that. And yeah, share the video with people that you know, care about, and are interested in this topic, or with a close friend who might be interested in what you have going on. I will leave you with this. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye. Hi there, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So I have already shuffled some tea leaf cards for you to tell you what's coming up for your future, some things that you need to know. But first I'm going to get some charms and also some mini tarot and letters to see what else is coming through to start out with. Feel free to guess, and if you feel like you guessed something that's coming out with the charms or the tarot, something, a number or a color or a shape that is sticking out to you, feel free to drop a comment. Let me know that you guessed it right. Okay, let's see. For pile number 3, please. What can we know from the Akashic records that's important for them to know as of right now? Okay, we're getting quite a few here. And how about some mini tarot? And letters. Maybe some letters sticking out to you. If it is, drop that in the comment as well. Let's go with also quite a few. Okay, so we have a bird, we have tennis rackets, we have 2 dolphins, we have a fairy holding a star, we have a snowflake, and we have very nice like vintage looking key. For the letters, we have T, O, N, P, and R. And for the mini tarot, we have the Emperor and we have 6 of Wands. Nice. So these letters can be your first, last, middle name, initials. They can be someone you know who's important to you, their initials, a significant place like a city you were born in, or a country that you love or you've been thinking about quite a bit recently. It can be any of these things. Just think of what comes to your mind first, okay? Don't try to force it to fit. Whatever comes through naturally, that's what your intuition is pointing you towards. Okay, now I'm getting these 2-2 energy, so it feels like there will be a person, another person involved. So it can be a romantic connection, a close friend, someone who is going to be in the same speed and alignment with you in life. Okay, it also feels like in your future you're able to be at peace. There's like an innocent image that's coming through. There's a protection around you. You're being guided and you're supported. You're feeling safe where you are. I feel like if you have trouble expressing yourself, that is no longer the case. Perhaps you have a unique voice, or you have unique perspectives, or unique talents even. And if you've been suppressed personally, or other people have suppressed you, it looks like you're unlocking yourself and you're letting your own personal gifts shine. Okay, and any blocks related to these topics I just mentioned, they are part of the lesson plan for you. Okay, they are there on purpose so that you learn how to use those things and how to be proud of those things as well. Now, with the Emperor and the 6 of Wands coming through there, it talks about success, leadership, charisma, being recognized for your efforts, for your leadership skills as well. The Emperor can point to someone else, an authority figure in your life. It can be a boss or a father figure, someone that you really look up to and admire. You could be gaining a lot of inspiration from this person, and they are acting as a guide for you. Okay, but I don't see you like being a copycat. It's more like you're learning how they do things and what makes them shine, how they are different from others, so on and so forth. If we take the example of social media, for example, you might be interested in someone's page and you're like, this really resonates with me. This is the type of content I want to be making. So then in your research, you might see how they make themselves stand out within their niche, right? So something like that is coming through, where you're making yourself stand out even though you're within a certain type of bubble, and you have support and friends that are, joining you along your journey. We also have top, right? That was the first thing that came to mind for me. Yeah, okay. So we have fair man, which is dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. So yeah, it can be the guide or leader figure, is like an elderly person, or it can be someone, again, that has this description basically, that's a significant person in your life. Then we have a box. You will receive a gift, so gift from this person or gift from the universe, but something that is coming in as an acknowledgement and validation. Okay, so if you've been asking from the universe for support or am I in the right path, am I going the right way, you can be receiving a sign or a gift that says yes. We also have bird, flying, news is on the way. Yeah, some messages coming through, guidance coming in, intuition that can be coming through in this reading, or otherwise, if you've made applications, for example, you can hear back. If you're hoping for a certain achievement letter, you might be getting that. So these are some really positive things coming through for you. Let's get some tarot cards, get some more detail. What can we know from the AKASHIC Records for pile number 3, please, for what's coming through, what their guides have made available for pile 3 to know. Okay, we have Ace of Wands as the first card. We have the Magician, also card number 1. It's the skill and the talent. Then we have the 5 of Cups. We have Chariot, card number 7, points to Cancer energy. So perhaps you're Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or you resonate with that energy. Someone in your life has Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising can also be. Okay. One more, please. We have the Star. So that's the fairy holding the star. That to me is the charms version of the star in the tarot. 17. So we have 1717. Nice. Okay, so 17 adds up to 8, which is unlocking abundance. It's prosperity, and not only financial. Like, you feel good with what you have, right? Star also points to recognition and validation, which we already saw, but that's coming out once more. In this particular deck, it looks like you're able to see far beyond what is immediately available to you. So you have higher intuition and foresight. You can see more clearly where you're headed. And that's it's not always the case that people have that. So yeah, I don't know if you have a block in it or something, but that's something that's happening. The Magician talks about the skills and the talents, engineering, creative pursuits, artistic talents, all these things. And Ace of Wands is signifying new beginnings, new passion, right? So 5 of Cups, but that coming in the center of these cards here, that points to dissatisfaction or feeling as though you don't have what it takes. It can also be disillusionment of, I tried it, but it's the type of skill that I want to showcase is not in demand, or it's not as good as I would like it to be. Various different things where you cut yourself down or you feel like, nah, not really quite there. That's coming through here, but you're moving past that and you're having the clarity that you need to turn from this raw potential into movement and, some sort of outcome from that. Okay. So yes, you do have the skill, and you're going to start believing in yourself more. You're going to find the right people and the support structure that give you the go ahead, that make you feel like you want to do something more, right? I'm hearing like tipping point. There will be a tipping point. So yeah, the fair man that is coming through here, and the dolphin, tennis rackets, someone who's I'm hearing like healthy competition as well. Someone who in your life kind of pushes you, and they kind of challenge you, right? They make up bets, or they okay, let's see who makes it to this goal first. That person can be an important asset at this time, especially when you're like selling yourself short, to make you move out of that stage. The Magician also points to communication and mindset. So you are able to manifest what you put your focus in, what you put your energy towards. So, and the clearer that energy is, the more quickly something can manifest into your life, right? So if part of you is like, yes, I can do it, meanwhile the other part of you is like, but really, can I? Then you're kind of negating your own manifestation. You're manifesting both as much, and so in the outside world you don't really see it coming through, right? So what's happening is, when you're taking action, you're polishing your skills, or this person is encouraging you, pushing you, you're able to get out of the funk, and you can kind of put yourself more towards that goal-oriented mindset. And as you do that, as you take forward steps, you're going to see more and more of the future that's unfolding in front of you, right? For example, someone might push you to even like apply for a job that you're really scared of getting rejected from, right? Small examples, but you get it. Okay, let's get some more cards. Yeah. What are the messages for pile number 3? I'm also getting things will tie together in the end. So some things might be like, why am I going through this? What's the point of this? This is not needed for where I'm trying to go. Questions like this, thoughts like this. I'm getting the message that it'll all make sense in the end. Chinnamasta is the goddess of destruction and self-transcendence. So you destroy bad habits or toxic thought patterns that are not helping you grow. Also, influences in your life, people or things or substances, places, you let those things go because it's not fertile land, So as you do that, you move away from things that are limiting you. Even self-defeating thoughts. We have samadhi here, which is about knowing in your heart what is true, reaching a sense of peace, and again, points towards transcendence, self-fulfillment, rising above the usual limitations. So you feel like lighter, purer, cleaner, that sort of thing. Hang on, let me get the book. Let me just make sure that I'm not missing any messages from the Samadhi card. Let's see. Yeah, so there's a lot of spiritual progress that is there. You're kind of seeing your experiences as experiences. Okay, you're not taking it too personally. Things that are setbacks, you're just taking that as part of the step, not the whole story, So like I said, if things were holding you back at some point because I failed, I don't know, I didn't reach my goal, so I guess it's not going to happen, Those things where we give up too soon, or we think that a small thing is all of the story, those things are falling out of your life as you move ahead in your life story. And that's why I think the future, you're able to see it much more clearly. You can see how failures and setbacks, they also are a part of that journey. So yeah, heightened perspective that helps you release the immediate sadness, guilt, difficulties, etc. I think doing like heart-centered meditation is going to help you quite a bit here in creating this progress. That means you can meditate on the heart chakra. There are plenty of those on YouTube. You can also give gratitude, journal, thanks. Whenever something nice happens, you can say thank you, thank goodness that happened, and that awakens your heart. Also, when it comes to like romantic context, if you're struggling in that as well, it can be about remembering, recalling, and reminding yourself times where you have met nice people, or you've had good encounters, someone who's helped you out in times of need. And at first it might be like, yeah, right, sure. But really think about it. It can be a very small thing, like someone who helped you in the grocery section, you couldn't find something or you could not reach something and someone helped you out. So these small things, giving thanks, they build up over time, and that helps your heart kind of open up and have more faith and trust in things. And that's going to also help you reach this stage, create the transformation that we're getting here. All right. Yeah, so your Akashic records have a lot of personal growth, spiritual progress, and developing self-confidence and faith in the process and the world. All right, it's very interesting stuff. So let me know, did you guess any of these? Did any numbers stick out? Did you maybe guess 17 or 5 or 7? Have you been seeing these numbers? Yeah, that makes me very curious. Or like even 2 because that was also quite prominent. Did the snowflake come in your head as an image? or even a bird. There are twice bird coming through. That symbolizes freedom as well. Unlocking your gifts, unlocking your talents. And by the way, it feels like you've had this skill since a very long time, like maybe even past lifetimes, but you've always like stopped yourself from fully expressing it. So in this lifetime, you're really prioritizing on like taking that raw potential and making it something amazing for yourself and for the community you want to touch. Right? So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you liked this reading and it resonated with you or helped you out. Subscribe to the channel. That really goes a long way for a small channel like me, and I definitely appreciate it very, very much. And share with some of your friends if they are curious about what their Akashic record message is, or if you want to share your reading, let them know what you discovered about yourself. I will see you some other time. Take care. Bye. Hi there, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. So before we get started with the tea leaf cards, which I've already shuffled, I want to get you some charms and some letters, mini tarot, to get some hints, some overall picture. Feel free to take a guess. Any symbols that are standing out to you in your mind, any numbers that you might have been seeing, or letters, tarot, cards, or other symbolism. Just feel free to think about it, pause the video, take your time, and leave it in the comments. Let me know what you thought of. And once we get these out, you can see if any of those really resonated for you or had additional messages. Okay. For pile number 4, please. Messages from their Akashic records. Anything they need to know right now about their future. For pile number 4, messages from their Akashic records. Okay, quite a few are coming out. We'll take them. Alright, so we have 2 butterflies coming through. Perhaps you thought of butterflies. Music, perhaps you're musical, or you have such talents, perhaps you're training for it. And we have the stars, so there could be like, you want to be more known for your skills, more famous, popular for what you do, or you have an interest in that direction. And this can be just saying that you're about to fly, or you are moving in the right direction, you're changing in the right direction as well. Then for your mini tarot, we have the Queen of Cups, we have 10 of Cups, and we have the Queen of Swords. So 2 queens coming up. For your letters, we have Y, M, and A. May, perhaps. May could be a significant time for you, or letters A, M, and Y, Amy. For some of you, perhaps your name is May or Amy. Or someone significant in your life can be that, because we have 2 queens coming up here. They can symbolize people in your life as well. So someone who is, compassionate, very soothing, understanding, and kind of forgiving as well, but still has very direct advice and definitely is a good listener, plus gives you great advice, right? So someone like that in your life can be, if you are that person that this is pointing to, you with your qualities are going to be happy, and have like the 10 of Cups can point to like full family, but also like you have the successes and achievements that you are wanting out of life that brings you joy and fulfillment. It's beyond just the material, right? So you have the material, yes, but you also have the fulfillment and prosperity that goes with it, right? Your voice is being heard. Also, healing professions can be, perhaps people find your voice very soothing and you create transformations in people's lives with the butterfly there. And you are being known for those skills. You're being respected for that as well. Like leadership positions can also be coming through for people ready for that step. because queens, again, they're ruling, right, besides the king. So it can be a profession in healing or related to people in some way, like clients. Even if you do consultations, you could be stepping it up. And Queen of Swords points to like strategy, organization, planning, and being very careful with your words. Like, you have to be diplomatic at times, but you also have to be direct at times. So what do you have to do when those types of decisions are made by the Queen of Swords? Perhaps that is something that you are learning or have learned, and you're kind of coming out and really flourishing at this point. And so you're stepping up into a leadership role to reflect that inner work as well. Okay. Your tea leaf cards. We have the bell, which says announcement. We have desk. Oh, and please, did you think of any of these symbols? Did any of these letters come up? Let me know in the comments. And we also have the scales. Scales can point to justice, so legal, careers can also be coming in. But of course, that's pointing to, in general, like, keep everything in balance. Make sure you're eating well, you're exercising, you are drinking enough water, and you're working and you're resting, all those things, right? Spending enough time with loved ones. So announcement and pay attention to work. There could be an announcement at work or about your work. Like I was getting earlier, you might be asked to step up to a leadership position. That can be an announcement, or you're making an announcement that you're leaving your current space for a new company or a new organization where you can be more of the leader or do the job that you feel like you're most skilled at, or where you can really flourish, right? The symbols here with the pay attention to your work can point to overworking or like the tendency to do that. So if someone says, hey, can you do this? You may say, yes, sure, why not? But with the keep your life in balance, like, sure, yes, of course, take tasks and do as you please, but also make sure that you're keeping enough time for self-care and rest, because that's going to determine how sustainably you can pay attention to your work, right? All right. Let's get you some tarot cards now. For pile number 4, please. All right. So first we got the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Swords came out at the same time. Okay. And we have the Nine of Cups that came up next. Then we have the Eight of Cups and the Five of Wands. Okay. So it seems like you are going through some changes soon, especially when it comes to burning out or taking on too much or dealing with a lot of competition. You're leaving those types of things in stages behind, right? You have come out of it stronger. For those of you who are resonating with the burnout message, you've come out of it stronger, and you know much better of how to manage your life so that that does not happen again, right? In terms of competition, it seems like you've won the competition, because there's a lot of like, move up type of qualities, and you're leaving behind the tasks and roles that you have been used to, and now it's time to explore new territories. What else? Taking on too much, that's part of the burnout thing. The Queen of Swords, again, like twice it came up, so it seems to be a prominent sign in your life that you are going to be strategic and organized and well planned, presenting yourself in a way that you want to be, perceived as. So if you want to be taken seriously, you are going to consider dressing more formally, for example. And in casual settings, you're basically mindful of your environment and the people you're with, and so you're dressing up and talking accordingly, right? You can be very smart. You can be like ready for war in a strategic, verbal, mental type of way, but you can also let your sword down, and you can, listen to other people and see what they need. Right? So that makes you a very nice leader in any case, whether you're employed for yourself or being a consultant for people, having like other client to client type of relationships, or, working in an organization with employees and employers. Nine of Cups points to a wish coming true, a manifestation becoming a reality. Wheel of Fortune also can point to like positive changes happening, and the universe is kind of protecting you, guiding you, nudging you forward. So it seems like this is not a shock or a surprise as such. It feels like it's about time. And Nine of Cups, and then we have the 10 of Cups. So yeah, it seems like you're progressing in terms of happiness and bliss and attracting the wonderful things in your life. For those of you who are concerned with dating, I think again you're leaving behind the toxic behaviors or patterns, or perhaps if you've had a certain type that you are interested in and you know how that type goes, then you're, for once and for all, you're moving beyond that. Okay, you're being smart about it, you have matured, you've grown up, and you've like experienced enough to know for yourself what works for you and what does not. All right. And so I feel like things in general are balancing out for you, but you're definitely a very active catalyst. You want it to happen, and that's why it's happening for you. And many times we say we want something, but internally we're like, yeah, but I like the, drama that comes with it, or I like the excitement and passion that comes with toxic connections, etc., right? So there's a part of us that says, yes, I'm ready for change, but then there's the other part of us that says, maybe not. Maybe a little bit of this and a little bit of that, right? So in those cases, manifestations are not fully able to come to reality. Because we kind of tend to block them. Of course, eventually things are going to be balanced, because that's what nature is striving to do. That's what we are trying to do. That is an overall eventuality. But do you want to deal with the extremes first and then get to the balance, or are you seeking the balance directly? That is going to depend on your soul's journey. So in your case, it seems like you grow from experiences. So you have to start somewhere, and you have to see the pros and the cons, and you have to see like what truly is your priority, and then you move forward into the next experience and the next. So there is a sort of iterative process through which your soul is learning, at least in this lifetime. And the Queen of Swords, it seems like you are generally a mature soul. The Wheel of Fortune literally looks like the wheels of time almost. You can see it like stretching into the future. And it's like, your patterns, even if you may not have experienced it fully now. Like one experience may be enough for you. You don't need to be burned by people 10 times, or you don't need to fail at a task 10 times before you decide, okay, maybe this is not for me, right? So that comes from a certain level of experience. Like you've done it so many times that one time now is plenty, Queen of Swords can point to an advisor as well. So if you're making career decisions at this point, or you feel like the path you're taking is not right, or even like financial decisions or emotional stuff that you're dealing with, how to manage your life better, nutritionists perhaps. So you might be consulting some experts in their field as well. Perhaps they are named Amy or May, just some hints, but that is also going to help you take steps in the right direction. Overall, your message is that you're doing great, you're headed in the right way, you are moving out of obstacles and difficulties, and you're moving into something that is much more smooth, calm, and wholesome, right? All right, let's finish this off with some oracles. We have the third eye chakra. That is your intuition, your foresight, and we have buddhi, which is like intellect, awareness, knowledge of the self. That's literally like you have experience and you know what your experiences are, and so that gives you, you know, the intelligence that you need to make decisions, basically. I feel like you've thought about things, or you think about them in the background, even if you're not sitting and meditating. There is an introspective part of you, and so that really helps you out. You can look at the past, you can imagine the future, you can really objectively see the present. That those are the skills of the third eye here. You know, it's not just my gut feeling or my intuition. It's like, how can you see beyond what is obvious? You know, can you see the patterns? Can you understand what is being told to you by the universe? Can you see or sense or feel energies, you know, like how they're flowing? Are you fulfilled here? Are you not fulfilled here? Can you prioritize, right? It's so much more, and these minor, seemingly minor skills, they help so much in life, right? So it seems like you're in that stage where you're ready to receive. Okay, be it insight, knowledge, you know, material gifts, skills, yeah, anything that you're wanting. It feels like you're open to receive. The door is open, and your blocks are just saying goodbye to you. They're just out. Yeah, and if you're still in the process of like working on yourself, and this is a great acknowledgement of your efforts, and also an encouragement that if you go down this path, then you have all of these gifts and presents waiting for you, right? Very nice. So yeah, this is what I'm picking up for you here, pile number 4. Let me know what you thought, if you got any symbols right, if you felt any of these messages coming in, do you feel reassured, what's going on with you. Let me know in the comments. Like the video if you liked the reading. That really goes a long way to push this video out, get more people into this, you know, get them their messages as well. And please subscribe to the channel if you have not already, because that, again, like, it's a small channel, so it really goes a long way, and I definitely appreciate it big time. Share with a friend to let them know what your message was, or they can do their own messages, or both. And yeah, I will see you some other time. Until then, take care. Bye bye.